What's going on, everybody? Quancredible here, and as you may or may not know, last night another trailer dropped for the Seven Deadly Sins Grudge of Edinburgh Part 1. So, again, we are getting two parts. So, another trailer did drop last night. So, basically, I'm going to be showing it throughout the video and basically just giving my thoughts and stuff on it. Anybody who's already seen it on the internet has probably already been aware of the massive negative backlash a lot of it is getting. Whereas, for my honest opinion, like honestly, after seeing the trailer, I don't think it's that bad. I really don't think it's that bad. I mean, me myself, who have seen a lot of bad CGI, this really isn't bad CGI. It honestly isn't. It's just like, it's okay. It's not the greatest CGI ever, but it's all right. It's not absolutely terrible. I know a lot of people are more of a fan of the traditional anime drawn style, which I myself am too. But this like video game esque look doesn't necessarily bother me all that much. Like people are like, oh, it looks a lot like a video game. I'm just like, okay, so like
Okay.
that being said, I can understand where if you are a person that does not like CGI in itself, then I could see why this would turn you off a little bit. But I mean, we've kind of been noticing this shift in anime where they are taking a lot more creative liberties than they have in the past. And I do understand from my, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But I believe CGI is supposedly cheaper to do than a full regular anime style. I could be wrong, 'cause I did read that on Twitter, but that's just my thoughts on that one. But we do have this like promotional piece that goes with the trailer. We get to see like Tristan and stuff, and we get to see a lot of detail in his two swords, way more detail than we get to see in the actual Four Knights manga. And it looks really, really dope. I know in a Q&A, the names of Tristan's swords are supposed to be Mal and Esterosa, kind of reflecting that like duality of like demon and goddess. So I think that's kind of cool. There was a note that goes along with it. I myself do not read Japanese, to no big shock to anyone, or maybe you were really surprised about that. I myself cannot read Japanese, but from what my sources are telling me, it's basically Nakaba saying that this is this movie being The Grudge of Edinburgh is an important connector between Seven Deadly Sins and Four Knights of the Apocalypse. Again, no surprise there. Obviously, we were going to assume this was a really important piece of story, considering how different the climate of the world is in between Four Knights and Seven Deadly Sins. So, no big shocker there. I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff in there, but again, can't read Japanese, so can't really tell you there. As for the actual trailer, we do get to see a lot of like shots in the beginning, it gets like a lot of the scenery and like Tristan and all that. And honestly, this looks better than the first, little snippet they showed us. If you remember way back when earlier this year, the little snippets they gave us, honestly, what we're seeing right now does look better. And I recall in that video back then, I said at the latest, or as I was saying, at the earliest they drop it at the end of last year. So just like I said, we are getting this in December. December this year is what they're saying here. So, but as you can see throughout the movie, we do get to see some shots of Death Pierce. No surprise there. He is like, as most of us are assuming, the main antagonist of this movie for Tristan to go up against. We are also going to get a lot of scenes from a lot of the sins. We get to see Gother, Bond, King, Diane. We even get to see shots of Meliodas and Elizabeth. We haven't seen anything of Merlin so far or Arthur. Maybe they're in part 2. Who knows? But we are getting to see a lot of shots of the sins in this movie. There's one thing I want to bring up. This fairy dude right here. As you can see, he's shooting bows and arrows. Looks like he's involved in the movie. This is coming back again, but this is 100% Lancelot. This is 100% Lancelot. I don't care what anybody says. He has like the little bracelet gauntlet thing, so it has to be him. If it's not him, I'm gonna be mad shocked. I'm gonna be mad shocked, but this has to be him. Also, it seems like for the plot of the movie, we do know so far that obviously Death Pierce wanted to start his own like human-only country, so maybe he's like taking a lot of that out on like fairies and other races, and giants also. But I guess that would be included in other races. But it also looks like there's shots of like Elizabeth in the bed, kind of sick or something. So I wonder if Death Pierce might have cursed her or maybe made her sick or something. Like did something so bad to her that she was unable to heal herself, and Meliodas kind of didn't know what to do, so Tristan takes matters into his own hands. Again, I don't know what the full actual plot of this movie is, but looking at the trailer, that is kind of what I'm assuming this is going to be about. If you have your own suggestions or what you think the movie could be about, obviously type that in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys think the movie is actually about. But aside from that and a bunch more action shots, we do get this scene of Tristan kind of reflecting an attack. So I wonder if Tristan does have full counter. Like this kind of makes me think he does, but again, I'm not 100% for sure since I don't know the context of the movie or this exact scene. So maybe it would make sense if he does Meliodas as his dad, so he could have taught it to him, but that would be hype all the same. All in all, I honestly don't think this is that bad. It's not as bad as people say it is. And granted, the Seven Deadly Sins origin game that they're making does, in my opinion, look better than this. I At this moment, I think this looks better than Grand Cross because I mean there is the opening scene of Grand Cross that I did show in the previous video that I made talking about the trailer, you know, so you can kind of see that and kind of compare. I do kind of think the opening scene in this, they are definitely comparable. However, if you look at the actual gameplay of Grand Cross, because I know a lot of people are saying this, but I don't think that many people have actually really played through Grand Cross. Like I'm actually back into Grand Cross a lot, so I've been playing it. So you can look at clips of the game and compare it to this trailer. The clips of this movie look definitively better than Grand Cross. There is no real comparison there. I mean, obviously they're both CGI, but that's the only comparison. This movie looks legit better than Grand Cross. So I just want to put that I want to put that to bed. So all in all, I am honestly really excited for the movie. I know a lot of people, you know, iffy on the CGI, but they're still going to watch it for the story, which I think is kind of the, you know, I think that's a good mindset to have. The thing I want to avoid is I want to avoid a lot of people who just are hating the movie just to hate it. Like once it's popular on the internet to do a certain thing, that's what everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to be that big edge lord and just, you know, bandwagon and all that, the mob mentality. I get it. I totally get it. But me personally, that's not going to stop me from enjoying the movie, nor am I going to take any of these arguments with these people seriously. So I would encourage you guys to do the same thing if any of them kind of get you kind of feeling some type of way about you know, with their opinions of the movie. I just want to kind of keep those there. So like I said, movie is coming out in December of this year. Only part one. Part two is going to be next year. Very excited for that. So I wonder like if maybe this movie isn't going to have a definitive ending, or maybe it's going to end and then the part two is going to be something else entirely. Like I said, I do want to know you guys' opinions on the movie, as well as what you guys think the movie is going to be about, like the overall plot. You can let me know that in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the CGI. Do you guys hate it? Do you guys love it? Are you guys indifferent? If you do hate it, let me know why you hate it. Like, is it just you massively hate CGI, or is there some actually technical reason about how this CGI is being done that you hate? Because I want to know what people are hating about this movie so I can kind of like, you know, understand better. But because like I said, I don't think it's that bad. I honestly do not think it's that bad. But that being said, make sure you guys like the video as well as subscribe to the channel, and I will keep you guys posted on any other news about the movie or the games for that matter that comes out in the near future. So you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all in my next video.